Hello everybody, my name is Shortster 2.5 and welcome back to Dragon Ball Super What If Haru of the Stars with Chapter 4. So if you're looking at this, then yes, this is like gonna be the basic artwork from now on, simply because we're getting close to the Prison Planet saga and now we're reaching the Dragon Ball Super story of Haru and the Stars. So there's gonna be quite a couple of changes, but not too much changes. So it's gonna get a lot more interesting once it reaches the Torrent of Power saga. Prison Planet might take a little bit of time, but as soon as it's done, and I can't wait to share what Haru will do in the sights of Few, Cumber, and the rest of the villains on Prison Planet. So without any further ado, let's begin Chapter 4, which of course includes the Beerus and Resurrection F saga. So without any further ado, enjoy! The Battle of Majin Buu. Haru and Lorch were also invited to Bulma's birthday party and met many old friends along the way, until their parade was not invaded but improved by the arrival of the God of Destruction, Lord Beerus, Universe 7's God of Destruction, and of course his attendant Whis shows up, much to Vegeta's absolute fear of him when he was a child. As the party continued, Haru was a little confused to why Vegeta was a little bit scared of him, but then Vegeta told Haru everything in secret so no one would know. That King Kai said not to upset Beerus in any way, for it will be the end of you, me, and this entire reality from existence. Even Kakarot lost to him. She's like, wait, what? Goku's down? Yes, he went Super Saiyan 3 and everything, and Lord Beerus took him out in 2 blows. And to which Haru agrees to Vegeta's plea and goes along with the plan. However, Goten and Trunks' little stunt, which of course Vegeta fixed all that with, of course, his awesome cooking like he did in the Dragon Ball Super anime. Aware of this, she agrees along with the plan, seeing Beerus' anger at full-fledged. But then Beerus sets his sights on the thing that triggers everything in the Beerus saga, and that is the pudding. The same pudding to which Buu will not give to anyone, not him or Whis. Like, he won't give it to anyone because he's a greedy little blighter. So then Beerus was super angry, but then luckily Haru claimed a pudding with of course her super speed without Buu knowing. So Buu didn't even know that he was missing a pudding, and so she gives it to Beerus. But of course, knowing that, Vegeta does let his guard down there. But also the bingo dance is included, and the peel-off gang is included. So the events with the gunshot and the bingo dance from Battle of the Gods is also there too. So that's 3 strikes. 3 strikes, and then we come to the pudding bit. So then Beerus has finally claimed his prize, and it's going in the mouth, and it's gone. For a dart knocks it out of his hand. And who was the gunman? Yamcha. Whoops. Beerus had enough of this and showed off his abilities, nearly defeating every one of the Z fighters just before destroying Earth, but Bulma was having none of it. She was so mad that Beerus intruded on her 38th birthday party, and what does she do? She flipping slaps him. He slaps him in the face, to which Vegeta was shocked, but then Beerus slaps her back. This stung Vegeta's pride too far. Enraged by the fact that her precious Bulma was beaten down by the God of Destruction, Vegeta went an all-out angry assault on Beerus, much to anyone's surprise, to which even Master Roshi, like in the Battle of Gods movie, says, Vegeta having seen Bulma get hit has made him even stronger than Goku. But of course, after a nice big final flash to Beerus, Vegeta still lost, so was all hope. All hope was lost. There was no way. Beerus was ready to destroy the Earth, but then, wait! There comes Goku! And of course, Goku asks to wait a while because we need time to find out the Super Saiyan God ritual, to which Beerus agrees with, of course, a Super Saiyan, please? Of course, they ask Shenron on how to activate a Super Saiyan God, and it says that you would need 5 Saiyans possessing a righteous heart to transfer all their energy into another Saiyan. So they perform a Super Saiyan God ritual with all the Saiyans of Earth, including Videl's unborn baby, of course, which, Haru was super happy because she was really proud that Videl was pregnant, and this allowed Goku to transform into the mighty form Super Saiyan God. And of course, Haru watched as Beerus and Goku fought to the death. And of course, Goku's fight with Beerus was like even more intense, like combining events from both the anime and the manga releases, the movie, anime, and manga releases. So it's a combination of all of them in one little package. But Goku may have lost, but Beerus has spared Earth, allowing Goku and his planet to live once more. As the party continued, Vegeta, of course, vowed to become stronger than Goku, to which Goku replied, "You know what, Vegeta? I'm proud of you, especially after what happened today. You were just all like, 'What did you do to my Bulma?' Which embarrassed Vegeta quite a lot, to the point where he was stuttering. Shut up! A few months after the battle with Beerus, Davy, one of the sailors on Bulma's cruise, got married to Haru. So now Haru is married. Haru is married, and now there's a happy life with her new husband until Haru, after giving it some thought after the battle with Beerus, had a little idea. On a particular day, which of course was the day after Vegeta went to Beerus' planet to train, Haru asked Whis to train her, saying that I don't want to be this person, the person that always supports. I want to support, but I also want to help in the front lines. And I can't do it with just my power now, so can you train me? And then Whis gives some thought and he gladly agrees. Well, you certainly have quite fine form for a woman of your age. Oh, right, I agree. And of course, Goku does, have the same thing as he did in the anime, in the Dragon Ball Super anime, where he pesters Whis. But then Chi-Chi comes along, disturbs the interference. He's like, "Oh, I can't take care of this. Well, Haru, it's time to go." To which Haru agrees. But then, as soon as they were ready to leave, Goku lunged to Whis, accidentally grabbing one of Haru's breasts, comedy, before teleporting away to Beerus' homeworld. And Haru was blushing the entire time. And, of course, just like the original, Vegeta was already there waiting for our heroes to arrive. And after a couple of hours of chores, much to Goku's surprise and anguish, Haru and Goku alongside Vegeta were given new fighting clothes and the training was able to begin. Well, Vegeta was actually given his fighting clothes by Bulma, so he was given a one-off. But it's also because Bulma's a nice woman and she cares deeply about her husband. So, while asleep, Whis also tells Sia, the Oracle Fish, that Haru is a very special case, for he says, "You see, unlike Goku and Vegeta with power levels that could rise even higher than a skyrocket, Haru is an ancient being from a world between Universe 6 and 7. They are known as the Oracle Saves, beings that take form of whatever species they come in contact with of a planet near them before their untimely death. And it was seen that Haru, through of course, my training, of course, has come far as an ordinary mortal, but now has transcended to a godly being." Of course, Sia snickers at the fact, and's like, "That's just so funny." But then, of course, it was proving the point because Haru has shown her abilities one too many times, especially with Buu and the Ginyu Force, and coming here has only just improved that by a solid 50%. So then, as time passed, Goku, Vegeta, and Haru all improved, achieving the level of godhood. Vegeta and Goku now have mastered the ability to go Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, while Haru has managed to reach a level similar to their Beyond God form. But don't worry, Haru will get some action later on. However, celebrations were a little bit mediocre when Frieza, the evil emperor, was resurrected by his evil minions Sorbet and Tagoma. And of course, Tagoma does get his body switched by Ginyu, just like in the anime, so Tagoma's still got a little perkle, and Ginyu too, I guess. So, the three heroes went back to Earth thanks to Gohan's explosion of energy with the gang, and to save the gang just in time, along with Vegeta killing off Ginyu. The fights, Haru stays back while Goku and Vegeta fight off Frieza, which of course Goku fights first, then Goku lets his guard down with Golden Frieza, Vegeta then comes along, but it's just about as he finishes off Frieza, Haru has an epiphany. Like, she can feel like something bad's gonna happen, and then her mind transcends into 5 minutes into the future, and witnesses Frieza destroy the planet. And of course, what is to be told? Haru shouts at Goku saying, "Stop him! Goku, you need to defeat Frieza!" He's like, "What? Just trust me!" And then meanwhile, at Vegeta, telling Frieza to never be resurrected again, the evil tyrant responds with a, "You could all go to hell without me." But then Vegeta was dropped off guard twice, once by Frieza and now by Goku's Kamehameha, finishing off Frieza without the Earth being destroyed, and so everyone was safe. Vegeta was mad, but then Bulma explains the situation that Haru was able to figure out, and then Beerus even came in and was like, "Whis, you know that girl, right? I never thought that someone would have a hindsight, but this is really taking the cake." "Oh, I know, right, Lord Beerus, but it seems like Haru seems to be quite the supportive type than I thought." So then after the battle, Jocko was able to salvage everything from Frieza's spaceship, improving his own, and everyone went back to Capsule Corp for a big party after the defeat of Golden Frieza. Golden Frieza was of course sent back to Hell, and everyone had a big party with even Goku explaining, "Hey Vegeta, you know Haru is... I feel like that epiphany from Haru is telling me something. Do you think we should train to get stronger, like together?" To which Vegeta replies, "I'd rather die than do that." "Yeah, me too. About time we agreed on something." And so, the battle with Golden Frieza had ended. But, meanwhile, far off in the galaxy, some masterful being was now heading from planet to planet, destroying it in order to find something. And it was the God of Destruction of Universe 6, Lord Champa. So, that is the end of the chapter. Next time, we will be doing the Universe 6 tournament featuring the God of Destruction of Universe 6, as well as the Tournament of Destroyers. So, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more of Dragon Ball Super, Haru of the Stars.